Hey Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to your March 2022 Psychic Tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. So Aquarius, we are going to dive into your energies for the month ahead with a Celtic Cross reading. Remember to use the energies as inspiration to help you manifest your wildest dreams. So if you're new here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and also the thumbs up if you found the video valuable. It would really help out my channel and I would be very, very appreciative. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have going on for you in the month of March with your Celtic Cross reading. Aquarius, let's see what is going on. No reversals with this deck. The King of Pentacles, Temperance, Justice, the Moon. What's going on here? Ace of Swords, recent past, Eight of Cups. Your heart is the Hierophant. Queen of Cups in the environment, Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And let's see what we have on the bottom. The Chariot. Wow. That is pretty fantastic. Look at this. Two aces going on here. Now, when I do a reading like this, Aquarius, I don't always start in the present moment. I really look and see what my intuition is being drawn to. And I have to say, what I'm really feeling drawn to in this reading is this Moon, Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups situation going on. And also what's happening in your heart, which is the Hierophant. So I feel like when I saw that come out, I was like, Aquarius is committing to themselves. They have a very important mission that they're on toward manifesting their personal happiness, right? And working toward that, working toward a new doorway opening to plant a new seed for happiness. But meanwhile, because the Moon, this card up here for me influences the outcome. What's happening here, Aquarius, is that and here we have Pisces energy, right? In the month of March, we have you emotionally, you may be a little emotional. I mean, I'm just going to say there may be some tender emotions happening, but ultimately, there's Ariel jumping in the background. Ultimately, again, what's happening is you are moving on from a situation that this cat is determined she's going to get in this reading. You know, she always comes around for your readings, Aquarius. And here she is with her little cat paws. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So what I feel is going on is that you have made a decision. Now, I'm getting these readings out earlier so that you can use the energies before the month starts. So this is kind of like what's happening now, middle of February. Maybe this happened for you around that big full moon in Leo, which was in your house of relationships. And I feel like this has a lot to do probably with some sort of personal relationship, this reading. I will be doing career readings separately for everybody, so stay tuned for those. But of course, apply the energies to your life. What I feel here with this Justice and this Ace of Swords, that you had to cut something out of your life. You had to make a decision to do right by you, Justice. You had to be fair to yourself. And of course, we have the Chariot on the bottom, which is moving on very quickly and victoriously to some sort of new open road, right? Like this is like hitting the road, Jack or Jill, and getting out of Dodge and moving it along. So we have this energy here, like I said, a personal commitment to yourself, cutting something loose. Now, depending on what's going on in your life, you could be cutting loose a Taurus, right? We have Taurus twice here represented. You could be cutting loose some sort of financial commitment that wasn't working out for you. That's possible. There could be something, because Taurus is about, of course, our fourth house, if it's Aquarius rising. You could be cutting loose some sort of home and living environment, maybe somebody you were living with. That's possible. You could be cutting loose from any sort of situation that once brought out security for you, but then ended up being perhaps something that just, it passed its sell-by date. It's not working for you anymore. And what's interesting too is we have two cards of balance here. We have the Temperance and the Justice. So what could have happened with this situation, the reason for you walking away, is that this situation became very imbalanced. There could have been, too much giving on your part, not enough, ebb and flow. Somebody could have been a little selfish. That is possible here with this King of Pentacles. Somebody could have been a lot about their money, their goals, their thing, and they were really super focused on that and not paying attention to you. I mean, you could have not been getting, what you needed from the relationship. I mean, that is possible. But you're ready. I mean, this Eight of Cups is like, you are leaving this firmly behind. And, because with the moon at the top here, it does suggest to me that this situation was driving you crazy, right? That can be the moon. And also, moon is cyclical. So whatever promises that this situation, this person, whatever they promises they were making to change, Temperance, it's unlikely. They always made those promises. It's very unlikely that they were ever going to do anything. So that's why, again, you could be cutting loose from this particular connection and moving along. You could also be dealing with a water sign, right? Because we have the Queen of Cups in your environment. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this could also be somebody in your environment who maybe is giving you emotional support. That's possible also, depending on your situation. So very, very interesting. There may be some sort of positive change in your financial situation this month because of the King of Pentacles here and the Temperance. But I do feel it's going to involve walking away from something that maybe you've already been doing or that you were hoping was going to manifest and it didn't. Because with this Eight of Pentacles, she kind of is, sitting here at her computer. She's back to the drawing board. She's working hard. And we have the Ace of Pentacles as our last energy. So this suggests something new that gets planted. So for some of you, the decision may have to be that you need to perhaps consider letting go of something that maybe you did invest a lot of emotional energy into that didn't work out or doesn't have the potential to really grow the way you wanted. And so you're going to have to recalibrate and recommit yourself, Hierophant in your heart, to do something that has much more potential for you with this Ace of Pentacles and this Chariot. Much more potential to grow very quickly, actually, with the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. So you are probably, switching things up for yourself. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate career reading. It is about being flexible. That's the other thing I'm feeling. And as a fixed energy, that can sometimes be a little challenging for any fixed sign. It doesn't, you also Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those are the 4 fixed signs. So, flexibility is not the same as open-mindedness. You're a very open-minded person, but flexibility is not always your strong suit because once you get, an idea in your head, it's kind of like, that's what I'm doing. So, and I feel like you were holding on with the Hierophant in your heart. You were really holding on to what you wanted this thing to be. But the universe is telling you here with this Temperance that you have to be flexible. There has to be a change, right? This is alchemy. There has to be an alchemical change. And the alchemical change starts also first with you emotionally accepting the fact that you're going to achieve a lot more and faster if you can let go of something that has been driving you crazy, whether personal relationship, something that wasn't really blossoming, some sort of unfair situation, maybe somebody being very selfish, etc. Now, the Four of Cups is interesting because the Four of Cups is in your hope and your fear area. And what I find interesting about her is that her shirt says over it. So I don't know if you can see that here in the card. It's a little challenging, but it is over it. So she is over it. That's the hope and the fear. And of course, we have the universe bringing something else. And so there may be a little concern, like, am I ever going to get over this? Am I ever going to move on fully emotionally from this, get over it, and move along. You are. Now, it is possible also that you are leaving some sort of relationship behind, whether business or personal, that's, it's a little emotional, like I said, emotional. But what's going to help you get over that is recalibrating and recommitting to yourself, as I said, and also to some sort of new work project or work opportunity. So that's another possible way to look at this energy, Aquarius. But I love the fact that we have the Chariot on the bottom. So whatever you are leaving behind, if you just kind of refocus your efforts, Eight of Pentacles, you refocus yourself and get grounded and regroup, you're going to move on very quickly to something that's going to be very happy, a happy new beginning for you over here. And that should arrive quickly with the Chariot. But of course, you got to make the effort to do that, right? We have these 2 8s here. So you are coming to in a major, end of a cycle here. We have several major arcanas also. So, you'll get there. But as I said, use these energies this month. See where there is an injustice going on and where you need to make a decision. So by the time we're getting into the beginning of March, Aquarius, you are well on your way to getting adjusted to making this change and moving on and getting yourself refocused, grounded, and back to center. So thank you so much for joining me for your March 2022 Celtic Cross reading. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. And of course, give them a little time to play out. And remember, yes, please do use the energies. Don't let them use you. All right. I love you guys. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.